Going.
Hey guys, what's going on? Brian.
And I'm John.
And we are here with GreenTintedGoggles.
Yes.
Woo!
By the way, just to let you guys know, this is after the rave party.
Yeah.
My voice is shot.
My voice is shot.
I'm
dead.
Yeah. So first question we have for you is, what is your brewing story? How'd you get into it?
Okay, well, it kind of started around kind of the early fandom. It was January of 11, I think, and it was right. And they started playing the commercials for the toys, and they had like the vectors from the show or whatever. I'm like, you know, these designs look really cool. I'm a big animation fan. I'm like, oh, this looks sweet. And then I'm like, wait, this is My Little Pony. What am I saying? I kind of just sat there for a little bit. And that was around the time I was starting to kind of get early internet, and I was I was like really into memes. So I used to go on Know Your Meme, just check out new stuff and just waste time because I had nothing better to do. And that was around the time that the My Little Pony article had just been recently written, and it had like a lot of information and a lot of stuff, and I'm like reading up on it, like there's other people who actually like this and they're not being sarcastic, I think. And they had like the first episode linked right in the thing, so I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna watch this and we'll see. I'll see how it is, and I really liked it. I really liked it a lot. That was like what, March 2011. And yeah, so I've been a brony for a little bit over 2 years.
Awesome.
That's around the same time I was. I mean, I started in May. It was May 2011. I started. I think it was the season 1 finale. I think I became.
Okay. Like the first episode I ever saw like watch actually on television was All's Well That Ends Well.
Oh yeah.
So wow, I feel so old.
2 years I've been in the G's.
Yeah, I know.
What programs do you use for your
I use a lot of Ableton as my DAW because it's really great for both performing live and for writing stuff. Honestly, I mostly got into it because when I started doing electronic music, I was the world's biggest deadmau5 fan, and I knew he had used it, and I'm like, okay, so people seem to like this, and I can't run FL Studio on my Mac, so yeah, I ended up getting Ableton Live a little over a year ago, and I just kind of started messing around, doing whatever with like as many free plugins as I could find. Eventually, I ended up getting some stuff from Native Instruments, especially Massive. Massive is really, I find it really versatile for a bunch of different stuff. Like, you can do anything pretty well and a lot of things really great. So I just kind of started working in that. I was really bad for a long time, and I kept understanding more and more of what I was doing. So I generally use a lot of Massive.
How much would that program be?
Gosh, I don't remember how much a lot of the Native Instruments stuff is, but Ableton Live is normally about $500, I think. But if you're a student, you can like scan your ID and send it into them, and they'll check it and make sure it's all good. But you can actually get it for a lot cheaper. I think I got Ableton for like $350.
Not bad.
Oh yeah, it was a really good deal, honestly, in comparison.
Oh yeah. Probably one of the better ones using music.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Though I really don't knock any of the other stuff. I know FL Studio's great. I know all the other, like Cubase. Yeah. Like a lot of this other stuff really is just a matter of preference, and I would definitely recommend trying out all of the demos to figure out what works best for you.
So,
I got some. Just for curiosity, I was gonna ask this in the panel we just had. Using actual lyrics from the show, do you have to get the okay approval from Daniel Ingram to use them, or do you just usually use them?
This is the way that I've been able to understand using that sort of stuff. Because a lot of it, I understand, there's this producer named Pretty Lights, and he, like, all of his stuff is samples. Really, I mean, he's a genius, I love him, but, like, all of his stuff is samples. And the thing is, he sells it off of, I think, a Bandcamp plugin on the site for free, with an optional like, donation. So, from the way I understand it, if you can use samples for stuff, as long as you don't make any money off of it.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So like all my 2 songs on Bandcamp are both free download with optional donation. Okay. So the way I understand it, I think that makes things safe.
So, where did you come up with your username?
The username. Okay. Literally, it's because of these specific goggles. I was originally. I went by a different name early in the fandom, and after a while, I used to be a little bit of a role player online due to some forums, which basically introduced me to it. I was kind of trying to move away from it because the name didn't really reflect who I was, and I kind of was abandoning a lot of the role-playing sort of stuff. And I'm like, okay. I'm thinking to myself, well, goggles are pretty sweet. I like goggles. I like that steampunk stuff. So, and I'm like, the color green's pretty sweet. I like it. It's probably my second favorite color. So I just type in green tinted goggles, and these ones exactly were the first image that popped up. And I'm like, oh, sweet. So I was actually using that, just the picture of these and that the store had.
Right.
For my icon and stuff for a while, and eventually I bought them.
Yeah.
They just kind of sat around for a while, and yeah, that's basically how that happened.
Cool.
Really interesting story.
So you already stated you were producing music before, because you were in that house.
Yeah. Well, kind of. I only started like producing music that sounded good around the time that, well, again, like about a year ago. So I was in the Ponies when it was happening. Like, honestly, I discovered all of the EDM scene in like November in 2010.
Oh, okay.
So it was a pretty fluid transition. I had been kind of writing my own stuff, but it was all really simple. But if I actually can I go on a little bit of a tangent off of that.
Sure.
The way I see it, with Brownie Musicians, I find that I think that personally we should be musicians first and Brownie Musicians second.
Yeah.
Because in other words, just always worry about the quality of your work, come up with an idea that sounds cool, and not just build everything around, yay, MP3 or whatever.
Yeah.
It's about the creativity and how good the music is more than it is just adding the random Cody sample to do whatever people need.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What's your favorite song that you've written?
favorite song? Actually, I really wanted to play it last night, but I've been doing a collab with this with a friend of mine from Australia named Counterwise, and we've been buddies for a good couple months now. We finally decided to collab on some stuff. I sent him some piano files I had been kind of working in, and some melodies I was really liking. And he's like, okay, we're collabing on this now. He sent me a work in progress like a month ago, and the link doesn't work, so I wasn't able to download it. But it's weird. It's one of those things where like I can't believe I actually wrote it. I really wanted to play it to end the set after I did my Messiah remix.
This is so hard.
I really can't wait until it comes out. I really can't wait until it comes out.
Yeah. We'll be anxious for it. So, last question we have is, do you have any shout-outs you want to give?
Everyone who was at the con, obviously. I mean, Sonic Breakbeat just standing up. Sonic Breakfast.
Yes.
I would forget the camera.
I'm sorry. But I definitely give a shout out to everybody at the con. I am really bad with names, but yeah, figure that out. I really want to give a shout out to my family for being really cool about all this sort of stuff. Shout out to Counterwise for being such a bro to me these past couple months, helping me out with a lot of music stuff. And shout out to the fandom because most of you're crazy, but usually crazy in a good way.
Yeah.
So keep doing what you're doing.
Yes. You haven't heard of this guy? Check him out.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, check him out.
Really good.
Oh, stop.
I'm serious.
No, seriously, you are really good.
Wow.
Thank you.
So that's it from me, Brian.
And me, John.
And me, Goggles.
We'll talk to you guys later.
Peace out, Dragon.
Peace out, Dragon.